Yes, up to $18 for this particular coin because it's this year and it's got a special design on this side, the Ram's Head 1991. Here we go, $4 to $18 is a recent selling price range on those particular coins. They made 4.7 million for circulation, which means you could find them in your change, and you still can. There we go, 1991 on the coin value list. And if you're after these coin value lists, they're available through the link in my account by clicking my profile picture and the link below the Australian flag. And this coin commemorates the 25th anniversary of decimal currency. So 1966, Australia changed from pre-decimal currency to decimal currency, and this is 25 years later. And this design, the Ram's Head design, was on the shillings coin prior to 1966. So a bit of a throwback to that commemoration. There we go. We've got a coin roll. I've got a coin roll of 50-cent coins to search through here. So we'll search through this lot, see if we can add something like the Ram's Head 1991 to the collection. Hopefully you've been having a great day and things are going well for you. Let's do this. All right, move a bag in a position to drop anything we don't need, but we'll hold on to the ones we do want. So here we go, 50-cent coins. A great place to start if you're starting out coin collecting. 50-cent coins is where I'd recommend you'd sort of start. All right, that's where I sort of started. I found it quite interesting because there's lots of different designs. And here's one right here, the 1977 Silver Jubilee coin. So recent selling price range on these ones, $1.60 to $15. So I'll put that one aside. Cool. Here's another commemorative design. They made a lot of this particular design, but you can find a little bit of an error where you get a blob of metal at the bottom of this section of the coin and also on the helmet, and that adds a few dollars of value if you can find those two different things on the coin. The Brisbane Commonwealth Games coins, I made a fair few of these, but again, another commemorative design. There's two in a row. I've got a fair few in really nice condition, so I'll let those two go myself. These coins here, this is from 2001. It's got the Australia coat of arms. And the reason I mention that is because they did a version of these coins. Well, each state and territory has their own coat of arms, and they did coins for each state and territory. So they did Australia one. They made a lot of this particular one. However, the different states and territory coat of arms 50-cent coins that were produced for circulation, so you can find them. Those ones have got low mintage, which means that they didn't make many of each of those designs and they're worth holding on to. However, this particular design, you can get a little bit of extra doubling down the back of the kangaroo in the metal, so you can get some spikes as well. So if you can find that, it's called a Roozilla or a Godzilla. $2.50 to $8.50 is a recent selling price range on those. 2007 Marbo, there we go. So this one's a commemorative coin. What do we got on the list here? We've got $2.80 to $10. Only 1.4 million of this particular design were produced, so pretty low mintage. It's good to hold on to. Put that aside. The Millennium coins, they made a fair few of these. However, if you can find the version that has the sunken down cross pieces in the flag, so these pieces that go across and down, and also the diagonals in the middle, if they're lower down in this particular coin, it's called an infused flag, and they're worth a bit more too. So prices on those, $30 to $125 each. And last one here, fairly good condition, although there's a few little dirty patches of the Commonwealth Games coin. That was pretty cool. I like that. We've got the Marbo coin, we've got a Silver Jubilee coin, and yes, definitely keep your eye out for the Ram's Head 50-cent coins from 1991.